Hello everyone and welcome to the Smashi Business Show. Today is Monday, February 16, 2026 and I'm Abdul Majid Awan. The markets have been recovering, gold prices, silver prices, everyone is recovering and a lot of them are going towards an upward trajectory. There's a lot of things happening. The start of the new year hasn't been good for a lot of things. Oil has been down, it jumped up. Geopolitical tensions have been tampering with a lot of things where money, business, tech, AI and startups are involved. But our today's top stories are very interesting. Abu Dhabi's MGX is building its stake in the three largest generative AI companies, OpenAI, xAI, and now they've invested in Anthropic also. That is what we are going to discuss. They're cementing their role in the global AI race. Apart from that, Google executive, Egyptian entrepreneur, and Egyptian engineer Gawdat has launched AI dating app focused on lasting relationships. It's a very interesting app called Emma.love. I'll give you more updates on it. UK and Canadian funds are our third story of the day. They've resumed DP World investments after leadership shakeup. Throughout the weekend, it was the story in the Middle East and especially in the UAE. But first story of the day, the biggest story of the day, actually the biggest story in the globe is that Abu Dhabi's MGX is rapidly building what analysts describe as a big three artificial intelligence portfolio. There was a very interesting headline that I read in one of the newsletters. It was the hat trick of AI portfolio. The sovereign-backed firm now holds investments in the world's most prominent frontier AI developers, OpenAI, which has ChatGPT, xAI, which has Grok, and Anthropic, which has Claude. The latest move saw MGX participate in Anthropic's massive Series G funding round, the $30 billion round led by GIC and Coatue Management, reportedly values Anthropic at about $380 billion post-money. Just for comparison, right now OpenAI is valued at more than $800 billion. So this is nearly half of it. Funding will support frontier research. That's what Anthropic said in their press release. Enterprise AI products and large-scale computing infrastructure as demand for advanced models accelerates globally. MGX's strategy targets foundational model. Just to give you a small idea, MGX is a combined venture between Mubadala, which is the second largest sovereign wealth fund in Abu Dhabi, and G42, which is the AI giant in Abu Dhabi and in the UAE. And MGX's strategy targets foundational model builders rather than consumer apps. The firm previously invested in OpenAI, creator of ChatGPT, and in xAI, which is founded by Elon Musk. Everyone knows that. By adding Anthropic, known for its Claude models, MGX becomes one of the only investors with exposure across competing Western AI labs. The Qatar Investment Authority, very interestingly, also joined this round for Anthropic, highlighting intensifying Gulf competition in strategic technologies. And let's say early stakes in frontier AI companies could translate into long-term influence over computing power. Just imagine that when Facebook was launched and it wasn't listed, imagine you invested in Facebook or Meta, as now we call it, the whole mother company, which has Facebook, WhatsApp, and all the other platforms under it. If you invested in the start today, you'll be a millionaire. Your investment would be at least 100x. And that is what the idea for MGX is. It's very interesting that it's very rare to find someone from MGX talking about what they do. It's chaired by His Highness Sheikh Qanun from Abu Dhabi. But there's a video of Ali Usman, Chief Investment Officer in the technology department at MGX, talking to Semaphore at the 2025 World Economic Forum in Davos last year, not this year, about the main thesis behind the formation of MGX. This is the video.
Started on the journey of creating MGX about 18 months ago, where we came to the conclusion as a broader ecosystem in Abu Dhabi that in order to invest in artificial intelligence, we really needed to approach it thematically. It wasn't really done in a way that we saw other funds really organize themselves around the broader thematic. We needed to be able to invest in semiconductors. We needed to be able to invest in data centers and artificial intelligence infrastructure. We needed to be able to invest in the technology itself. There are obviously different asset classes, different stages, different scale, that's required in order to do all of that and bring that entire ecosystem to bear. That's really at the core of what MGX ultimately is. It's an AI native investment vehicle, a GP, that's focused at investing in AI as a broader thematic.
And what's do you have an actual thesis within that? Like, do you have a focus or, a sort of long-term idea of where this is all headed?
So ultimately, our view is that the transformation and value creation that artificial intelligence is going to create for humanity as a whole is unfathomable, even in the way that we understand it today. And again, put yourself 18 months ago, and obviously we know a lot more today than we did 18 months ago. And we still are of the view that the scale is something that we do not understand. Let's pick infrastructure, for instance. And that's a space that's core to what we've done over the past 18 months of capital deployment. The infrastructure needs in order to fuel this transformation, this global and economic transformation, is in the trillions of dollars. Whether you are bearish or bullish on what this ultimately means for humanity and society more broadly. Let me put numbers to that, just so we have a better sense of what that means. Today, we have about 66 gigawatts of installed data center capacity globally. It took us about 20 years to get there. Pick your favorite consultancy firm. You're generally going to land anywhere between 200 to 300 gigawatts of capacity that's required in order to fuel what we believe today the need is over the course of the next, call it 5 years. Every gigawatt that we install, just core and shell, is $10 billion of capital.
Very nicely said by Ali Usman that they want to be a part of everything that is AI. They don't want to be a part of just Claude, OpenAI, xAI. They want to be part of the infrastructure. They're building data centers. Very interesting number highlighted here that just deploying 1 gigawatt of capacity in a data center is $10 billion. $10 billion just to produce 1 gigawatt of energy. And we use our chatbots very nicely. I know, please, thank yous also. But very interestingly, on the frontier of AI, there's another person who is in podcasts all across the Middle East. Everyone calls him on his podcast. He's been on The Diary of a CEO with Stephen Bartlett. He's been on other multiple podcasts talking about family, relationships. One of the very sad life-changing experiences or the life-changing things that happened to him, that his son died and eventually he moved out of Google X. So he's the former chief business officer of Google X. His name is Gawdat, and Mo short for Mohammed, and he's an Egyptian entrepreneur, Egyptian engineer, loves to talk about AI, loves to warn us about AI. And what he has done, he's launched a new artificial intelligence-powered dating platform called Emma.love. They're calling it a dating platform, but I would prefer to call it a relationship platform because I'll tell you the details, but the app went live on 14th Feb 2026, recently on Valentine's Day, and quickly drew overwhelming demand, briefly straining servers within hours of release. Gawdat says the platform aims to help users build meaningful, lasting relationships rather than simply generate matches. Unlike swipe-based apps such as Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, and Grindr, Emma.love combines AI matchmaking with therapist-backed relationship coaching. The platform is designed to improve emotional awareness, communication skills, and long-term compatibility, positioning itself as both a dating service and a relationship support tool. Developed by a small team using AI, the app reflects Gawdat's belief that technology should strengthen human connection. Early testing has already produced its first successful match. Clapping for them as the company rolls out access gradually to manage demand. You can go on the website, you can apply on the waiting list, and then you'll be allowed to go and use the app. Mo says that they are going to build a user base and then allow people to match. And there's also relationship advice if you're already married. So he posted a video on his Instagram talking about what the app is supposed to do. But very interestingly, instead of telling us about the app, he reads a message from one of the users of the app. Here's what he says.
I wanted to give you a comprehensive update about Emma. We had an amazing launch yesterday. But instead, I decided maybe I'll just read you this message. Hi Mo, I tried Emma last night and stayed up late. It asked me questions that I have never asked myself before. The clarity that I have, despite my complicated relationship with my husband, was quite eye-opening. She gave me ideas that I decided I absolutely need to try before I decide to end this relationship. That's it. I swear. If we can fix love and relationships, we will fix happiness. If we will fix happiness, we will fix our world. I am so grateful for all of you that have tried yesterday. And I promise you we'll keep making it better, hopefully to help as many as we can. So Emma is officially out. We are going to invite everyone on the wait list, hopefully within a week. We're just testing the servers. And I hope you're enjoying it, those who have started already.
It's a very nice app idea if you want to use a dating app or a relationship app, because we were just talking about it, that usually the other apps, Tinder, all the names, big names, your utility of that app ends as soon as you find a match. And if you go and get married or get engaged or get in a relationship. But this app is not only just to match you with a potential partner, but also guides you in terms of relationship building and eventually marriage counseling and all of that. It's a very interesting idea. It will keep you engaged, not just to find a match, but after that also. It's very good. But apart from that, the last story of the day story, I kept it for last because it's very important, it's very big. We need to discuss it in detail. Just so you know that Canada's second largest pension fund, xAI, and UK's development finance institution, British International Investment, say they will resume joint investments with DP World. DP World is Dubai Ports World. It's the owner of Jebel Ali Port. It's the owner of London Terminal in London, the biggest port in London. They run it. Apart from that, I was looking through the list of the countries. I can't remember all of them, but there's at least 30 countries and ports on the list where DP World operates. And DP World followed a leadership overhaul at the Dubai-based global ports giant. The British International Investment said it welcomes the new leadership and looks forward to continuing its partnership after previously pausing future investments with DP World. xAI, which has invested more than $5 billion alongside DP World over the past decade, including a major stake in Jebel Ali Port right here in Dubai, confirmed it will move quickly to restart joint projects, saying appropriate measures had been taken. DP World recently appointed Isa Kazim, one of the veterans of the maritime industry, as chairman, and Yuvraj Narayan, who was formerly the CFO, the Chief Financial Officer at DP World, as Group Chief Executive Officer. Both of these roles previously held by Sultan Ahmed bin Sulaim. Apart from that, the chairman of ports in Dubai has also been replaced. It's one of the COO, Abdullah bin Namithan, who has been made the chairman of Dubai Ports and Customs. Now, another position which was held by His Excellency Sultan Ahmed bin Sulaim. The transition follows media scrutiny tied to newly released US Department of Justice files related to the convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Bin Sulaim previously led DP World's global expansion, including the $6.8 billion acquisition of P&O, helping transform the company into the giant, into the mammoth, into one of the industry leaders that it is today. He helped transform the company into one of the world's largest port operators. There's a very interesting interview, the last interview that I think is online with Sultan Ahmed bin Sulaim. He was talking to Manus Granny of The National for the national show. It's called In Focus. It's a very nice, interesting list of video interviews. And I think that was the last interview. It was nearly a month ago where he was talking to him. It's a long interview, but there was a part where actually Manus Granny, former Bloomberg former Bloomberg veteran and now with The National, ask him about what will happen once he leaves. Is there a succession plan? Are they planning to put someone else? And he talks about that yes, there is a succession plan, but I'll let you hear from the man himself. But there was another question what Manus Granny asked, and he was like, what does success look like for him? And it's very interesting what he said. Just watch the video.
You've been in charge. You've had multiple hats in the maritime industry here in the United Arab Emirates, and you've been at the helm of DP World for more than 2 decades, if I'm not wrong. How important is stability and succession planning for you? Do you think about who should run this company next? How do I plan for who might fill my shoes?
Listen, we have been listed as a listed company. Part of listing is to have succession plan. We do have succession plan. Not only for me, for many key people we have. We have already, for the key people in DP World, other people who are going to take over. This is part of the business. Every business and in the world, they have people in mind in the business that they are familiar with the business and they can run it. I mean, today, as a conglomerate, you think I run everything myself? We have good teams working, regions that I trust, teams that are amazing and hardworking and enlightened. And it's a journey that we are enjoying in this company.
You don't strike me as a man that's ready to hang up your hat just yet.
Not at all. Not at all. I enjoy it. I enjoy it. For me, this is my hobby.
Is this, it's almost as, I mean, I remember when I was sort of a trader and a broker and even as a journalist, it's almost like a blood sport of success. Do you enjoy success?
Absolutely. Who doesn't enjoy success?
Well, what is success for you? Tell
enjoy-
me then what you enjoy the most.
I enjoy to see us breaking the numbers every year. And this is my obsession with every team. I travel every year in June to go to the regions to challenge the numbers of the next 6 months. They've done very well the very 6 months. And I'm saying, I'm fighting with them for hours. Will the next 6 months have to be better than the first one? We have to. The joy is how to break the numbers.
So this was Sultan Ahmed bin Sulaim telling that all these big giants, all the big companies who plan to be listed are listed, always have a succession plan, and the succession plan is now in potentially in front of you, basically. Isa Kazim is the new chairman, and all these people have been appointed to succeed him. Very interestingly, he also talked about what success looks like. We've been covering DP World for a long time. DP World is one of the premier giants in the ports and port operations industry. Their numbers have grown every year. They are growing from strength to strength. Every year their revenue increases at least 10 to 15%. So DP World is doing great, and Dubai is doing great, and the UAE is doing great. But all of these stories are here on Smashi Business. If you don't follow us, if you're looking at us for the first time, this is your chance to follow us to get an update from the Arab, MENA and Gulf region for every day. Recently, we had a very nice comment. One of the persons said that it's become a daily digest for him, that the Smashi Business Instagram feed, where he goes and just looks and finds out what happened throughout the day. So if you're missing out, you are missing out. But that's a wrap for today. Thank you for tuning in to the Smashi Business Show. Make sure to follow us across all social media channels at Smashi Business and stay ahead with our daily newsletter. You'll find the subscription link in the description. Goes out 7 days a week at 6:30 a.m. in the 6:30 a.m. Dubai time. It's very interesting. You should read it every day if you're not reading anything else. But this has been a Smashi Business Show, Smashi Business production, part of the Augustus Media Podcast Network. A big shout out to our more than 2 million monthly listeners across all platforms. You make this possible. If you're one of them, we appreciate you. Have a great, great, great day. And we will see you tomorrow on Tuesday. Have a great day. Bye-bye.